All right. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Zaverek here again. I know it's been about a year since I've done recording or streaming of any kind. Um, and that was with Late Night Talks with Ulquiorra Gaming. That was only about like 45 seconds to a minute. It wasn't anything fancy. On my previous videos, as you know, I didn't have a camera before. And a really good deal at work came around. I bought a Logitech C920 camera for like 35, 40 bucks. It was super cheap. So I went ahead and got it, and here we are. Um, this is what I look like. So 5'10" and naturally gorgeous, of course. So shout out to Jimmy there for his catchphrase. Let's give you some updates. So Ulquiorra Gaming is currently going to college, and he's really busy. So I don't know if me and him are going to be able to do any kind of like what am I looking for? Like like just co-play, I guess, co-play on anything or be multiplayer on anything. But he's going to school for I think like network engineering or cybersecurity. I can't remember exactly. So I'll have to talk to him, see if we can't get something up and running again. Another update is I did move out of my house and I'm now in a apartment that I pay for with my roommate, of course. He's an avid gamer just like me. However, he doesn't stream as much as I do, I guess, or record. Most of the time he just plays Sims or City Skylines. So I'm gonna see if there isn't any games that him and I have that we could both play at the same time. That way I can start putting out more videos for you guys. I know there isn't a lot of you now, and I really appreciate those who have stayed, and most of those are, of course, um, some close friends of mine. And I know there's some other ones out there. So yeah, so moved into a new apartment, and it's it's going good. Another update will be so I built a new PC with a Ryzen processor in it, and I mean it is fantastic. I mean the guy's a little beast. The only downside is when I was upgrading, building the new one, my GTX 970 that I had pooped out on me, so I had to use my backup EVJ GTX 660 Ti, and of course that's enough to run Diablo 3. But as far as like streaming goes, I don't think I'm going to be streaming anytime soon, so I'm going to have to just do some recordings for right now. I've been looking around on my work's website, and I happened to find a MSI GTX 1066 gig overclocked edition that I really, really like. And I think once I get my tax returns in, I think I'm gonna go ahead and purchase that. Unless I go ahead and set up like a Patreon account or something, and you guys just donate, and then I can put that in here, and then we can get this, I mean, settled and up again. But I guess without any further ado, I didn't want to make this too long. I was probably thinking like 10, 15 minutes max. But let's go ahead and dive into it. So here we are playing Diablo 3. This is not going to be like a walkthrough or anything. So right now I'm on the Heart of Sin campaign, which is right towards the end. I think all I have left is to defeat Asmodan, and then right after that, of course, Diablo comes along. So I think I only have 2 chapters left. I think Act 4 and 5 are the last ones that I have. But I'm on Act 3 right now, and I'm playing on hard. So let's go ahead and dive into it. But yeah, I want to see if oh, he's playing Overwatch. Never mind. I was gonna see if my buddy could join. But yeah, it's going good. Um, like I said, I'm trying to get my YouTube channel back up and running again, as well as start Twitch streaming and everything for you guys. So because I don't have as many followers, I don't have like a specific YouTube address, but I think if you type into www.youtube.com/Zaverek, I think it'll redirect you to my channel. If not, go ahead and just go in the search bar and look for Zaverek. So here we are, and let's go ahead and get these firehounds summoned. And then area creator level 1. I think last time I was in here, I've got to destroy the siege hearts, I think is what it was. And from there, that's when I'll defeat Asmodan. And then for some weird reason, my audio is not working, so I'll have to figure that out. Hmm. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to see if I can't get my buddy on this. So I am playing a witch doctor. Um, so I'm coming from Diablo 2, playing as a necromancer, and into this. So this is sort of new for me. I know I'm already on hard, which is the next step above normal, but it's different for me, I guess. So it's new. It's not something I'm typically used to. Um, I'm a very squishy character, I guess you could say. I do gain a lot of health, so I'm not worried about, dying or anything. Um, However, this is, it's a new character for me. I'm just not used to playing him. I prefer Barbarian or, of course, like I said, the Necromancer, which I have not yet purchased for Diablo 3, which I think I will here pretty shortly. But as I said before, moved into a new apartment, so, you know, can't can't really afford to spend money unless I know it's, good time for me to spend it. Hmm. This game is so easy. Hmm. I'm also watching some YouTube videos right now So I got another monitor over here, which is going to be pretty helpful when I start Twitch streaming again. That way I can see what you guys are talking about, just in case there is anything. Honestly, these little guys remind me of those face huggers from Aliens. Ugh. I'm so glad I'm not playing this at night, because I'd probably be like a little freaked out, to be honest. God. So I love how they just like turn sideways, just like those face huggers. I think Blizzard was trying to get onto something, but just didn't get onto it. Hmm. But anyways, as far as my current setup goes right now, like I said earlier, I'm running on a 660 Ti, which is, I mean, good for basic games like, Diablo 3. I'm not, pushing, 4K or anything like that. I've got a brand new Ryzen 5 1600X, and honestly, I should have just went with the regular 1600, but at the same time, I was like, whatever. Nah, I didn't really care, so I just went ahead and got the 1600X, which wasn't a bad decision. It's a very powerful 6-core 12-thread processor. I mean, I don't mind it. I've got a really good deal on some memory. I got 16 gigs of DDR4 3000 megahertz memory from Micro Center. Shout out to them. Um, it was usually like 250 bucks, and I got it on clearance because I guess the guy before me used it and I guess didn't find the RGB like acceptable. So I got it on sale for 171.99. So I'm happy about that. Also a little disappointed in Micro Center because I went there to buy a Samsung 850 Evo series solid state for the 500 gig version, and they didn't have it in stock even though the website did. And I guess the guy before me that walked in bought both of them, so I was a little disappointed. So I ended up talking to the sales guy, and he tried to get me to buy the the SanDisk 1 terabyte for like 269, and I'm like, man, I'm not looking to spend $300 on, you know, a solid state right now. I mean, I'm just not. So I was like, plus SanDisk. I mean, I'm not a fan of SanDisk. I mean, if I'm going to use their flash drives, I mean, sure. But as far as solid state goes, I prefer somebody who's known for reliability like Samsung, which is why I was willing to pay the extra money for it. But they didn't have them in stock, so I was like, whatever. So I ended up compromising and getting a Intel 545S 500 gig solid state drive, which is fantastic. So on my previous build, I was using a Western Digital 1 terabyte blue that I got from work, and it did everything that I needed to do. So I mean, I wasn't too upset about its performance, and I mean, it was 3 4 years old, and so I figured it was just time to upgrade. Um, so I ended up upgrading, of course. And then I've got a MSI um, B350 Gaming Plus motherboard. So I've got a NVMe or M.2 slot on it that I could put an M.2 in, but I don't think I am because I mean this solid state that I have is just huge improvement, huge improvement. So I'm not gonna complain there. I think I've got a Corsair 750 watt power supply, so I know I got plenty of breathing room just in case I do to upgrade. And then for the CPU cooler, I've got a AMD Wraith Spire Max, which is the RGB cylinder one. Um, Idle temperature is about 48 degrees, so I'm coming from Intel to AMD, and I know they run a little bit hotter, so it kind of got me skeptical when I was like, okay, that's a little hotter than I'm used to. But then I was like, I shouldn't probably worry yet. And then I guess resting temperature while playing Diablo 3 is actually around 72, and that actually worries me a little bit because I don't think that it should be resting that high. So my buddy is advising me to get a Corsair 110i because I've got a 240 millimeter mount right at the top of my case that I can probably slap that onto. So I'm thinking about doing that here shortly as well, but I would have to say, graphics card comes first because that's the most important thing right now that I need. So I can't think of anything else that I need to talk about at my build. So it's like I said, it's the Trident Z RAM. So it is RGB, and I don't have any apps synced or downloaded so I can use it yet. Because I'm not huge on RGB. It just looks cool. It's not something that I require. So it looks fancy with my AMD Wraith Spire Max. The board is my MSI board is RGB as well, so I could probably turn everything red to match, of course, the Ryzen color. Um, I don't know what else I'm missing. I can't think of anything. I do have a Blu-ray drive as well as a regular CD drive, and well, I mean it's a combo, Blu-ray DVD combo. And then I was thinking about grabbing a like the hardware LCD uh, panel monitor for the 3.5 inch, but I'm just not sure what I want. Um, let's see, let's go right. You always go right. Tip, tip for you: if you ever get into a maze and you have to face off of a minotaur, always follow the right side because apparently that's the way that leads out. Now, I didn't hear that from a doctor or anything. I heard that from a leprechaun. So whether that's true or not, have no idea. I just guess we'll have to wait and see when when I hear back from somebody doing that. Um, if I go up to Nebraska and get lost in one of those corn mazes, I'll probably use that. Um, my gear on my character, of course, is not the best. I could probably do a lot better, but right now, I mean, it's getting me by. Hmm. So, ooh, man, I'm getting a lot of epics. Just very strange. I mean, I ran this before, but I didn't get as many epics as I am now. So I don't know if I should be should be worried or not. I never liked this spider lady. She was always a pain in my butt. Oh well. I'll have to probably do a walkthrough or just an overview of Diablo, I guess, sometime here pretty shortly, and I'll see if I can't get partnered with the. Ooh, that is not very good. That is not what I wanted to walk into right now. But anyways, I'll see if I can't get partnered with one of my coworkers. His name is Mac, and he actually does Twitch streaming. He plays a lot of PUBG and other games, of course. So I'll see if I can't get partnered with him and see if we can't get something rolling between the two of us. Um, so yeah, well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop here for now because I don't want to, of course, make the video too long. And camera is autofocusing off, whatever. Anyways, so again, thank you for joining me for this little recording session. I really appreciate you guys. I'll probably actually do another video tonight, but I'll end up just uploading it tomorrow, whereas this one I can just go ahead and pop up today. So, thank you guys for joining. Zaverek out.